Good afternoon. Almost good evening. Almost. Hey, Permadeath. How are you? All right, let's go to... I think I got everything set up here. The server is loaded. I have a secondary laptop over here. Let's do some more testing. The Rusty Grimoire. Boop. Make sure both players are logging in all right. Awesome. All right, so this is a multiplayer server, so it's hosted by a server in the cloud right now. And I just ran into that. Looks like the rust sickness debuff is only on me. If I run in with this other person... So I'm under the effect of rust sickness over here. Yet nothing else is being affected. Good. Now let's do this. So this person has a scroll. It is... We'll do Soaring Leap. Soaring Leap. So I should be able to right-click on this. And I got a buff there. Lighter than air, lighter than air. Yep, and I definitely have the buff on. Oh. Yep, so that is looking good. It looks like it did not put the particles on me. I was wondering if that would be the case. I think what I need to do here... So I had to redesign how this whole system kind of worked. Let's do this. I'm going to get close. Now, I'm going to log out with this person. So I should still see my buff there, which I do. It was clearing it before. This person should no longer have the buff. Nope, just a regular jump there. No other buffs if I move backwards a bit. So this is what I'm trying to fix right now. Those particles are still there. I still have my buff, though. Good. So the packets are working. Freaking packets are working. I think what I need to do... I think I have to change how these packets are being applied. Let's see what we could do. Okay. Holy shit, I forgot I had all this open. Close all tabs. It may actually... Okay, I was gonna say it may heart attack. Let's go into the packet specifically. Right here. Right here. I think this is where I want to apply the buff statistics. So let me open up a spell. Let's do Swiftness 3. And this right here, run particles for spell buff, which is going to be this. You know what, actually, I will copy that out. And we'll paste those in here. I'm going to have to change this. Let's go into... affected ID, duration. Okay, this right here, the player UID. Oh, man, do I have to... I think I have to... pump world through here, although I can't. Ooh, how am I going to apply this without positional data? Do I have... what do I even have access to? This dot... I got access to, like, nothing. Network message dot... I got player UID, duration, effect... Shoot, I can't do it here. All right, so I cannot apply particles to a player here. Which is a shame. It is a shame. Ooh, we gotta brainstorm. Rebuilding the system, it has been one thing after another. The good news is everything physically works. This right now is just extra credit. You know what? Let's try this. Let's try this. Let's see, the thing is, I actually have to spawn these on the client and the server, because it's something that physically exists in both. I'm kind of curious to see what will happen. Let's go to swiftness, right? So I have this. I can just get rid of that. There we go. Which spawns 2 sets of particles here. Let's take a look at swiftness again. So this right here, apply changes type buff. Wonder if I could do it here. Wonder if I could just do it here, right? So I could go into let's open this up. And we will copy this out, go into here, paste. Instead of player, I can put entity in, and then I can put in entity in here as well, right? No, because that's entity agent. Shoot. I'm going to say if, we'll nestle this in an if statement. So if entity in is entity player, copy that, paste it in, and then we'll do it as entity player. There we go. Because I want to make sure I put a stamp on this so it knows, these particles know that they're assigned to you specifically. So if you were to log out, what's happening is you're logging out, and these are just looking at entity IDs, right? So it's just looking at entity IDs and matching what it remembers. Problem is, it's that when the server restarts, entity ID lists are wiped out. So if you had an ID of 5, that's pretty easy to have 5 entities throughout the whole server. You know what I mean? Yum, yum, yum. So if it doesn't see a player on when it's assigned to a player, that's basically what we're doing. All right, I'm gonna copy this. And then in here, I'm gonna paste this in. If E is entity player, pop E on E. I'm gonna do an else here. There we go. I should probably have an else up top as well. There we go. Okay, let's I could test this first. All right, we're gonna go back to edit code. I'm going to... Ooh, apparently I did something wrong. Please tell me what I did wrong. Please enlighten me. Oh, shoot, it's because it's entity agent, not entity. You know what? F that noise. Oh, man. Okay, this is okay. This is okay. I'll just do E as entity agent. There we go. And I'll do E as entity layer here. There we go. That should run. I feel like I need just a little bit more here. This should be... Sure. All right. So E is entity agent. I'll just do a quick little thing here. There we go. This will be... You know, actually, I don't need this if statement here because the only thing we're getting is entity agent through here. It's just when I'm doing this, I'm getting all of the entities. There we go. All right, that's looking better. Looking much better. We're gonna go ahead and shut down. Player Vice has left. Oh goodness. This is the kind of testing that takes a little longer. Just because I have a server and a data center over on this screen over here. I have a secondary laptop over here, and I have this one, right? So I'm gonna go into single player, make sure things still work, and then what I have to do is build that, shut down the server, right? Delete the old mod and install the new one, right? Upload the new one, then start that server. I have to get my floppy drive, or my floppy drive, my USB drive here, right? I gotta build it out, put it on that, then bring it over to this game, and then restart that client, and then log in with this one so I see both clients connected to the mutual server, and then try to see if whatever I'm trying to fix worked. All right, so I should have particles. Well, the good news is I do have particles on myself there. It's looking good. Not bad. Let's log out here. We're just gonna try and open this to LAN. Receiving information. All right, where'd you go? There you are. Confirm, confirm. There we go. All right, let me look at myself here. All right, so I should be able to pop this on. So I feel faster. I see my particles. I actually see particles on my player, but I do not have any particles here. Whoops. Oh, I don't have magic unlocked. So this is one nifty thing. If you do not have magic unlocked, I made it to where if you have a buff, it does not affect people around you. If you do have magic unlocked, which is what we are about to do, then it will actually affect yourself and then 2 other people around you per, and I think it's within like 4 blocks of you. But it'll affect 2 other people at random and yourself for using that spell, and then that magnifies, right? So if you're a tier 3 mage, that would be 6 people. That crowd around you will get the buff. So now if I cast this spell, old Soulforge here, there we go. You feel faster. They still do not have particles, though. I have particles, but they do not. Looks like I actually have more particles. I'm going to cast this a couple times on myself. So if I cast the buff a bunch of times on myself, I think it's making more and more particles too. Ooh. Jesus Christ, man. So, oh my god, this whole system that I have then, is this whole thing gonna have to be thrown out? Come on. Why is everything broken? Yeah, because I got no particles there, but I do have the buff on. So let's take a look at this. Maybe I can't do this. Oh, you know why? You know why? I cannot do this because... Hold on. I think I know exactly why. I'm gonna try something here. We're gonna come down to here. This right here. My cat is attacking the window. Bingley, can you please not? He just looked back at me and like squinted and then went right back to the window. Yeah, you. Jeez, cat. All right. So let's do this. Let's get rid of that. There we go. So I'm going to shut down. We are going to, there we go. Everything's disconnected. I'm going to rebuild. Hop right back into here. Damn it. You know what we got to do? Let's put the flash drive back in. Because to really test this out, right? So we're going to have to build. Do a cake build. Delete the old file on the USB. Boop, there we go. Go back into here. There's the new one. Paste it over here. Copy. Paste. There we go. All right, let's eject it. Pop that in. Delete the old one. Copy. Paste. And start the game again. Hop back into this world. See, this is why I never really wanted to do like multiplayer testing. Because it takes so much time. But I'm at the point now where like I have to. Like this is something that just needs to happen. But really the biggest problem that I knew I was going to have was with buffs. Everything else is tied to like single player instance kind of stuff. So there's no reason for like the server to understand anything. All right, let's try this now. Oh wait. Did I? Yeah. We'll try it. Okay, I still don't see anything. Wait, swiftness 1, did I? This is another thing that takes up a lot of time. This is another thing. Watch this, watch this. I bet I screwed it up. You ready? Where is it? Swiftness 1. Right there. I want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. So you know what needs to be done now? Now I got to shut back down. Come back to the top. We have to rebuild this. Yep. Doing it live. All right, so we got that. Let's go to cake build. Build it again. Take the USB back out. Pop it over here. Shut down the game here. Delete the mod. There we go. This is now new. Look at the timestamp, 410, looking good. Copy. Delete the old one. Paste in the new. Eject. Bring it back over here. Copy. Paste. Start the game. Start the game. Hey, RC, delete everything, start again. Get the fuck out of here. You get out of here. How you doing, RC? Of course, yeah, just burn it all down, Vice. You'll rebuild it in no time. Have I ever steered you wrong? Hope you're doing well, RC. I'm going to be doing very well if I get this working. All right. Because once I get it working on here, then I can upload it to the server to make sure things are working there too. Because technically, I'm hosting. My client has extra privileges. You know what I mean? Because I'm also running the server, so there are calls and stuff that I can get away with that the other person over here can't. And one of those things are synchronization. I hate when it does this. Can spawn inside. There's something trying to spawn, and it's being all weird. Okay. Are you olive bastard? Hey! What do we see here? Fucking particles at the feet? All right. I see my swiftness buff up there. I see my swiftness buff over here. If I move, the particles indeed follow. Make sure they're following with the other person. Yep, everything's synchronized. Yeah, man. Just waking up, what am I seeing? I am doing multiplayer testing. So this mod was ill-prepared for a multiplayer server. The effects list did not work. Buffs did not really work either. Countdowns were messed up. There were a lot of gremlins. One person would log in, and if there was an active buff, it would just clear everything. Now, everyone has their own independent list of their buffs. You can log out and log back in. Like if I reload this client here, there we go. You see that they still indeed exist. My buffs did not go away. I still have my run speed. These buffs did go away correctly. So if I move over, so there's no particles here. So this is the next thing we're fixing, is the fact that these particles are still alive. That's what we're fixing next. So yeah, I'm just doing a lot of tests right now. Now, something like this, having the particles be there, that's very minor, in my opinion. Don't really don't really care if I fix that, because on the next server reboot anyways, it wipes all the stuff out, right? It would just be nice if this system could clean itself. And then if there's time, what we're going to do, RC, is while I was on my run today, something I try to do is just like clear my mind and just think of whatever, you know, just whatever's on my mind, right? You know, clear it and then just focus on one topic and just keep running it through. It's how I can get by, because I hate running. And I thought to myself, wouldn't it be cool if when you were casting a spell, I had like a pentagram or some kind of like circular disc like at your feet, you know, kind of like rotating around. And then I'm like, I can make that a 1x1 block, right? Like I could make it a 1 block square. But then buffs, right? Like I just rewrote it to where if you have a magic tier and you cast a buff, you can actually affect other people around you with that same buff. So I'm like, wouldn't it be cool if you could have, you start casting an AoE buff and it creates like a bigger pentagram, right? So you know where to stand inside to try and get the buff. That's what we will also do. Run away from your running. Fucking running sucks, man. I hate running so much. I hate running so much. It's hard. It's ass. It's fucking hard. Alright, so we still got those particles. So that entity is still alive. Let's pull it up here. So let me so one of these is 0, the other one is 5092. This is actually what I want to look at here. So one of these... Okay, so I see both here. I see both. I need to put another check in here that looks to see if the player is currently playing. So let's put in another if statement. Let's say if... Yep, sounds buffing cool. Man, what are you practicing your tight 7 jokes for your stand-up there? Oh! You dirty warthog, you. How dare you, sir? Damn it. That warthog just griefed me. That boar griefed me more than it could ever know. Okay, good. Good. Little admin mode flight here. Where's that warthog? You know what? I will always make time for divine retribution. Where are you? You don't get to just walk away. Bastard. You know where I'm going with this. Fucking corpse explosion. Squeak! Oh no. Oh, it actually took a little damage because of the explosion. You were far enough away. You lucked out. Oh, it's great. That is great. So world dot... I feel better now. All online players, right? So world all online players. Can I do a contains? I think I can. Contains. Yeah, I think I got to do a contain. So, And in here... let's copy this. Let's do a this.world player by UID. This.entity player attached to as player. So if it doesn't contain this player, then you can go ahead and terminate yourself. It's like that particle went away, huh? Whoa. I think my particles went away too. Let's give this a try. So far, so good. Do I have any particles? I do. What about you, sir? Okay, that's looking better. Let's go ahead and do a reload here. Damn it, still doing the same thing. Just lack sleep, punishment beyond death. What they said. Hey, Bernardo. Time to start from scratch. And to end stream, as you know, I has arrived. Oh, you know why this could not be working now? Because this version is not on the client over here. I gotta think this through. So if it doesn't equal that, and then the player ID doesn't equal null, right? They're a valid player. Or if it equals null. Oh, wait a minute. So I think I wanted to do this, right? If it equals null, get rid of it. If it does not equal, if it's not null and it's someone that is not playing right now, not online, also get rid of it. Okay, we got something here. What do we got? Oh, I know what that is. I messed up. That was a crash with the game. Something weird happens if you resize your game, even by accident. Sometimes it's not doing the calculations right, and it will crash your game doing that. I don't know. I will take this opportunity though to pull out the flash drive, pop it back in, and we're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna do a build. We are going to do a cake build. I'm going to delete the old mod. We will wait another 5 seconds to come out with a new version. There we go. So now I can come over here, copy, paste, close that out. Let's eject. Boop. Bring it back over here. Shut down the game, delete the old mod. Copy, bring in the new, paste. Start the game here. Start the game here. Multiplayer. And we'll go into the single player world here. I think this may do it. It would have been nice to see before that crash. Would have been nice. All right. Open her up. Boop. All Alright, where's this guy coming in from? Hey, chickens. Oh, there you are. Excellent. Okay, you are in. Let's cast a buff on myself and on this guy. There we go. I see particles at my feet over here. See particles on this character. This character sees them, and I see them there. Going side by side, the particles are following. Yep. They are following. Perfect. Perfect. Now, reload. Hey, look at that! With the reload? Now, the question is, my particle stayed. Yeah, man! Hell yeah! Perfect, and my buffs are gone. Looks like things have synchronized. It did remove my buff all the way. Excellent. Oh, man, that's freaking great. Now, I don't know if this is going to stop transmutation particles. Let's pull up... what am I doing? Typing in transmutation as if I could do that. Let's pull up... Magician's Staff, right? You know what? Not Magician's. Let's do an Archmage Staff. We'll do the Priest one. Doesn't matter. Greater transmutation. Boom. All right, let me just look over here. All right. Transmutation's range went down a little bit. Damn it, where's my admin tool for... Here we go. Max mana. Boop. That's pretty damn cool right there. I like that. I'm watching on the other one. The orb is coming out right where I want it. That is actually looking really really good right now. Cool, cool. What about... All right. Let's do this. I think that's working out much better. Oh. I kind of want to try this. I always wanted to test. Oh. There we go. Your hitbox is small. Oh! Okay, so tell me what we did wrong there. Did the kill command. Reference is not an instant, what is this? Instance of an object. So enum source explosion. Object reference not set to an instance of object. Oh, so it was in the death messages? Client admin. I was wondering if you could blow up a player's corpse. You may not be able to. I guess here I have to think about, do I want you to blow up player corpses? Oh, you know what? Oh, let's do a quick check here. Let me look at corpse explosion. It may be because I tried to add damage without checking to see if you were alive. Because I think I just tried to apply damage, re-killing you when you were already in the dead state. Where is it? Corpse explosion. No, so I do check to make sure that... I make sure that you are dead there. And now I gotta check in here. I gotta check where I apply the damage. Which should be right in here. Okay, so I do a check here, and I see if you are alive. Okay. Can you resurrect the player? That's the next thing I want to try. You should be able to do that. Oh shit, you know what? I think what it actually got stuck on here was the trigger explosion. I think this may be it. So, Entity Blast. We go into Create Explosion. I think for now, what I'm going to do is make it to where if it's an entity player, you cannot injure them. That'll probably be the best way to do this. Let's go to continue. There we go. Oh, you know what it also could be? I'm trying to when the corpse is detonated, I'm trying to delete your corpse. You can't really do that with a player. That may actually be what it is. This right here, right? So if this corpse entity does not equal null, and Permadeath coming in with the raid. Welcome in, raiders. Here, let me just pop this in. Corpse entity is entity player. We had a crash doing corpse explosion on a player. There we go. Let's do a shout out. There we go. I bet I know what you were playing. Welcome in. Hope you're doing all right. We're doing some tests here, some multiplayer tests. All right. You know what? Let's pull up the revive spell. Want to see if it actually does work on players. I'll be a son of a bitch. It cleared it right up over here. I can move. Look at this guy. Going in for the stretch. All right. Slash kill. So revive spell, it's confirmed in a multiplayer server, you can resurrect players with the revive spell. Let's see if you can blow their asses up. Hey! Oh man, Little Cat, hello, how are you? Oh, that's kind of dirty though, because I could keep blowing this guy up. Because it doesn't remove the corpse. Ooh. I don't know, that may be considered a little OP. You can like kill, because I think what I could do, let's pull up a summon corpse. Summon corpse here. There it is. I'm like, why am I not seeing it? I think I can like pull this guy. There we go. Right? So I can move him where I want. Find his hitbox. Like blow things up. Oh man. So how does revive work with limited lives? Well, it doesn't work with limited lives, I don't think. You know what? Actually, it depends on what the server does, Sparkheart. If it detects that, yeah, you died, and it instantly deletes the character, right? Then the revive doesn't do anything because you have to cast revive. Do you see this? Do you see this right there? You're supposed to be dead. It's just like stretching and stuff. Yeah, that's all it does. Like if your entity still exists, I can bring you back to life. But if I don't know what the server rules are like. If it automatically like despawns the person and deletes the player from the world, then you know there's not much to be done. What is this janky shit? Boop. Revived. How does it feel to be alive? Just taking a dirt nap. Needed to auto respawn them. Oh, you know, RC, that's a good idea. Corpse explosion once, and it forces you to, like, respawn. How would I do that? We're gonna go down that rabbit hole. Because I think for now the packets are all done. Like, the multiplayer stuff is pretty much done. I had to rewrite most of the systems. And then, like, packetize things, figure out a new kind of broadcast packet. There was some definite R&D that happened. So what would this be? It would be in a menu, right? Oh, let's look here. I'm gonna look at some game code. Menu? Oh man, it's not gonna be main menu event API. It's like escape, right? Let me it's not escape, it's player death. Let me do /kill. I think it's called rage quit, right? Respawn or rage quit. Let's see if we could find anything with the keyword of rage quit. It may be case sensitive, so I don't see anything there. If I put quotations around it here. Whoops, without the slash. Damn it. I gotta find the packet that's sent. I can absolutely force people to respawn. Like if their corpse gets exploded, then maybe it just sends them right back to respawn. Where am I? Vanity. So it's not rage quit. Let me think about this. All right, what if I do this? Nothing. Lame. Damn. Rage quit would kick them from the game. It would kick them from the game. The reason why I'm looking for rage quit is because it's unique enough, right? Because if I just put in menu, I was getting so many hits for menu. I'm trying to find where this localized name was, right? Because it could have brought me right to the exact GUI. Maybe it's in here. Maybe it could be like a death GUI. That's the journal, survival handbook. Then we got more handbook stuff, so it's not in here, I don't think. Kind of scroll up. So that's in survival mod. What about just the base game? Maybe it's one of the GUIs there. World, add waypoint, creature contents. What the hell's that? Oh wow, look at that. There we go. This is better. You know, I'm gonna assume that it's GUI dialogue. We're gonna analyze GUI dialogue. All right, here's all this stuff here. So let's focus on in-game stuff. The composers, main menu, GUI. No, but that would be the main menu, right? Anything here? Please confirm open external link in browser. Okay. I don't think this is it. No, that's not it. Okay. Wouldn't it be something in the client side only? Listener cannot be null. I don't think it's in here either. Which one was this? No, that's not it. What would corpse explosion do to dropped inventory? It wouldn't do anything to dropped inventory. It does not destroy. It shouldn't trigger any kind of entity destruction. It shouldn't do any block destruction either. So it shouldn't do anything to that inventory. Shouldn't. I have no idea, honestly. No idea. Who knows? I mean, maybe it does do something. I guess people will have to find out and tell me. All right, GUI manager, open dialogue delegate. No. Character extra traits, character system. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. Character system is the when you press C, right? That's what that is. Yeah, load your character class. Yep. Serif randomizer. We got the entity trader, we got the GUI dialogue. Modding tutorial, interesting. All right, now we got a lot of other stuff here. All right, vintage story, block entity, dialogue character base. What the hell is that? Wow, it's like nothing. Heads up display element. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Like a lot of this stuff is the same that I just saw. Okay, character. Compose character tab. Okay, so I think that is when you're creating your character. Confirm remapping, that's something else. Aha, dialogue dead. Here we go, capture all inputs. All right, so we got two menu composers here. We have a respawn button. Rage quit, button pressed. Leave world, delete world, rage quit, button press. Okay. Let's do... Add button. If lives left equals 0 and this game is single player. I guess that's how it's doing it. So I guess I have to think. If this is a world where you have a one life kind of thing going on, and then you do corpse explosion on someone, you know what? Why am I making this harder than it needs to be? You know what I'm gonna do? You're not gonna be able to use corpse explosion on players. Done. Wow, look at that. Done. Like, Jesus Christ. What is wrong with me sometimes? I'm wasting all of this time. Oh my God. Jeez, man. Wasting all this time. There we go. And you know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna pop this right in here. I'm gonna say entity agent corpse. If corpse is entity player, I can return. Doesn't do it. Boom. It's gonna return. It's gonna tell you that it failed. Boom. All right, and I'm gonna say target is a player. We're gonna create a local. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna create a localized key to lock this in. Although I do kind of want people to blow up corpses, but I got to think about the people who do the, you know, the single life worlds, I guess. I suppose. All right, where is it? Let's get rid of that. Corpse Explosion 2. I'm going to put all of these together, so I'm going to copy this. Paste, here it is. Copy, paste. This new key is going to be called target is player. Right there. Spell failed target cannot be a player. Boom. Now let's do .reload language file. Chicken. Man, oh no, RC. Don't call me a chicken. Oh man. You cut me deep, sir. My pride. Oh, my pride. Let's make it daytime. Oh yeah, but duh, because I here we go. I wonder how this is gonna work. Because this logic is now in here, in here, right? Open the LAN, confirm. We may get some weird desync stuff. No spine to blow up spines. Yep. You got it. You got it, sir. All right, where'd you go? There we go. Let's fly. All right, I see myself. All right, where'd I go? Weird. I am unable to see this person. Ooh, this is a good test. Apparently, I'm right on top of myself. Let's try and cast Swiftness. It still affected them, but I can't see their particles. This person's invisible. This is exactly why I'm not doing this kind of stuff. It could also be a desync because I just changed the stuff here. And now it doesn't match the client over here. Could totally be that. How much coding experience did you have before starting modding? I modded for Minecraft for a while. That's about it, though. And even that, like, I don't do it professionally. I do work in IT, but just not this. There we go. So I just had to relog on the other one. All right, /kill. Brr. Oh, you got me. You got me. All right, corpse explosion. Spell failed. Target cannot be a player. Look at that janky crap. Come on, man. All right, I feel bad. I shall revive you. Oops, no target. Oh, I realized I'm not seeing any particles at my feet right now. Very interesting, huh? Very, very interesting. Ooh, so I may have broke particles everywhere. Everywhere. All right, let's bring you back to life. So those particles work. Those work fine. It's looking good. All right. I'm not seeing feet. You won't. Cool. Oh, creative mode. This is a creative mode player. I put the run speed buff on both of us. All right, that's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Working pretty well. One thing that I'm not going to be able to fix here, the swiftness buff, the timer, it's an estimated timer. The ticker itself tries to just run. It reduces it once every second. It does that. The actual buff stays on you for whatever the timestamp is, and then moving time forward. Right? It's a different kind of tick listener. But that tick listener is on the server. The server and the client right now. Hopefully it's fixed as of 1.20 because they actually synchronize in 1.20. But you'll get some drift. The bigger the buff is, and the crappier your computer is compared to the server, or vice versa, the more out of sync those timers could be. So it's something to keep in mind that, you know, you could have like 10 seconds left on there, but then, you know, on second 9, your buff wears out and the buff disappears. That could happen, especially if your client ticked a little too fast, you know, a couple times for a couple seconds. So that's something to keep in mind. I'm not going to be sending packets to like resynchronize things because that's going to put a lot of overhead on. Especially if you have a lot of people and the server's got to keep count of something that should be purely client side. Not happening. So, boop. That's looking good. I do not like the fact that I do not see my particles here. So let's look at that. Let's pull up. I swear to God, I fix one thing and another thing breaks. My freaking life. Okay, here we go. Spawn particle effect right here. Send packet, spell entity position right in here. I call shenanigans on this. Was this working before? Now that I'm thinking about it, it may not have been working before. Does it work? Hold on. Let me walk in front of the other person here. Nope. So it's not working on either end there. Okay. So that's the cast time, the first code part. Run particles. Okay, so what spell am I casting here? This is swiftness. Let's go to swiftness 1. Okay, so I am doing the run casting particles here. Which would be this. Well, we know this works. This is actually not where it is. It is in here. I restrict to mages on first start. Let's kind of go through. I do not need this on. Let's put this on. Let's do player.world.side. Want to make sure this is... Oh, hi, Bingley. Hi, Bingley. What do you want, Bingley? I got no treats. So it's trying to cast... Ooh. It's trying to cast just light. Oh, shit. Okay. No, this makes more sense. I don't think I ever fix this. If I have a staff... Insufficient mana. F you. I think there may be something with the, I don't know, let's take a look. Let's look at particles and see what is light, if there's a profile for it. I thought it was called casting, though. Item, here we go. Particle system. Oh, shoot, what is this called? So it's sending this packet, so it's sending something through. Oh, it's actually attaching to this that we had modified before. I am very curious. Did I blow up particles as a whole by accident? I did. That's what it was. Yep. Okay. Maybe I can't have this this equals to null thing. That's what it is. Bingley. Destroying your little chair thingy. Okay, so that... Let's undo that. Now, my question, right? I have it this way again. Let's save this fireball. I can see the particles. I'm going to give myself the buff. We are going to reload. Hey, that actually worked. Let's make sure that the particles are actually there. Let's put the buff back on myself. Make sure lightning strikes twice. I see the particles there. If I reload, particles disappear, and we can see spell casting. Hells to the yeah. That's what I'm talking about. This mod is going to work so much. People are going to get this with 1.20, and they're going to be like, wow. It's like a completely different mod. This thing works great in multiplayer. I'm just gonna be sitting back and being like, thank y'all. Hi, Bingley. Hi, sweetie. Hi. Oh, my little furry, fluffy boy. There you go. Sir Bingley Esquire. I'll pet you a little later, okay, buddy? Pet you a little later. Go attack, pretend to attack a leaf or something in the window. I heard you. Let me make sure the debuff, yep, or the buff is off. Sweet. Okay, you know what I want to do? While you are casting, I want the pentagram thing at your feet. I want it at your feet. What information am I sending? I have attached to spellcasting stop. Particles. Time to live. Okay, here we go. Particle spawn effect. Watched attributes get string. Oh, it's a watched attribute. Entity watched attribute spell effect. I think this is what I want. And I think I'm gonna have to do something with the mesh. All right. Let's close some of this stuff out. Oh, you know what? Let's pull up Corpse Explosion again. Where is it? Corpse Explosion. And let's pull up Corpse Explosion 1 because I did not propagate this to the first Corpse Explosion. So all the same issues would have been there. Bingley, I don't think you want to go out there, buddy. You just stay right in here. This is what I want. Copy. Right after corpse. Right there. There we go. All right, close those two out. I don't need this anymore. I don't think I'm going to make any more localized keys. I will save swiftness. I don't need anything here. Nothing there. Nothing there. And swiftness 3. I'll close that out too. Close that out. There we go. Pentagram at their feet, then a rust tentacle coming out and drags them into the rust hell. Jesus, RC, everything you say means I could just see the workload at like an anvil, like I'm in the freaking Looney Tunes, and the Acme anvil is coming towards me with the amount of work to do what you say. Holy moly. The pentagram is something that we are going to do. Tentacles, I don't know. I do want to add tentacles though. I want like a taint, like you know, like a taint that spreads and the tentacle kind of comes out and like, yeah, like flails around. I want to do that. Hey Zet, how's it going? All right, so I think I need to do something with the mesh. And I think I'm doing it over here. Try place block, do place block, on neighbor change. It's in here somewhere. Can plant stay on entity inside being looked at. Holy shit, it's not in here. I thought it was in here. Oh boy. All right, let's close that. Maybe it was in here. What I'm looking for is on tessellation, and then more specifically on generate mesh. Okay, here we go. Mesh data, private mesh data. Because I think what I could do is create a new shape and have that shape be the pentagram at your feet. And then depending on the type of spell it is, it could default to being just like in the 1x1 like block space, unless it's a buff or it's an AoE, in which case I can put the custom one so you could see what your area of effect is actually going to be. 8, yeah. Multiplayer testing, huh? Nice, yeah. Things are working pretty well. Pretty darn well. Boom. Buff works. The buff in the corner works. It's all good. There we go. I am feeling another song here. Of course, this one. This is one of my favorite ones from Hades too. All right. So I'm just gonna let them chill and look at each other. So I think let me go back to here. Yeah. So on tessellation, I have to add the new mesh that I create here. So we are going to try and replicate this. This isn't a block entity. We are going to try and replicate this here inside of an entity itself. So anyone can join to test? Nope. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. So Zet, the way multiplayer testing works is this is not like a testing where I just pass it out and people tell me what's wrong. This is a test where I literally have a server in the data center here in the cloud. I have a laptop right here, and I have my computer here. And what I have to do is basically look to see, like, does it work here, right? Like, oh, I'm seeing over here, they're not seeing the particles. I change the code, I recompile the mod, I copy it over to this computer again, and then you do it again. Yeah, right now we are in LAN mode. The next thing is going to be actually bringing it to the server in the cloud, right? Once that stuff is done, then the beta testing, right, the community server and everything, that can happen, right? But I already knew there were going to be a lot of gremlins in this, because I'm not perfect. That will be, but that's not going to be for everyone. That's going to be for the supporters, right? The people that can already play the alpha version of this mod, which apparently works really, really, really well in single player. Okay, I need to on interact, get info. There's gonna be more that I need. Let's take a look at entity agent. I'm looking for anything with tessellation. Here we go. On tessellation, this is what I want. Right now, it probably is good enough to have people try it in a multiplayer server environment. I had to rewrite the effects list, client server side. I had to rewrite the buffs itself, send packets between. I had to create a new type of packet, a broadcast packet, that would broadcast to not to ignore everyone else and just broadcast to you. There was a lot. A lot that needed to get done. Okay, so we got that. I am going to copy this, paste this in, right? And then paste this in. Instead of a mesher here. Oh, shit. I don't think I can do this. Because I can't do entity shape. Yeah, shit. Okay. Not a big deal. How are we doing this? Protected virtual shape, add gear to shape. Item attributes, duration, wearable attachments. Here we go. So I may have to actually copy this out instead. Paste this in. So I don't think I can do anything with this. Yeah, tessellate shape on the block. Come on. So it's going to have to be similar to this. Instead of add gear to shape, it's going to be add magic array to shape. And I think I can do this. I think I can. Paste that in. So not gear, add magic array to shape. We do need this. Copy. Paste. Add magic array. to shape. There we go. And then I think what I literally need here, so what is flag? Flag is false. So it would clear the animation cache. Add gear to shape. Okay, so then I would have to come in here, do something like this, say, magic array to shape. Here, let's just pop this out and move it over here. So I need to return entity shape. And then what the frick is item? I don't think I want this. We'll get rid of the item slot because technically there's nothing I need from item slot. All right, so that could go away. All this JSON stuff can go away. Disabled elements, we're kind of still gray, right? Wearable attachment, we can go away. Really, the only thing that I need is, I think, this bottom part, right? So let's do... Okay, so dictionary, texture prefix code. I don't think we need that. Item collectible is wearable, so I don't need any of that. Bernardo, same experience. He has now Sparkheart, none. Man, Bernardo, you're so mean. you're like a mean girl in high school, man. Damn. So I should be pulling out a composite shape. Oh, shoot. I think I gotta get the shape of another item. You know what we're gonna do? We are going to fudge this a little bit. I'm gonna get another... shape here. I'm gonna pick a random block. There we go. Magic rune block. That is what we're gonna do. Wearable shape. Man, look at all this stuff. Composite shape attributes. Ooh. Copy with path. You know what? This is probably... I am probably trying too hard doing this. What if I just do this, right? What if I just do this? For now, we're gonna comment out everything that I just tried to put in. We may pursue it, but also we may not. There we go. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and fireball in. We're gonna shut down the game. I am going to pull up desktop model creator. There we go. I'm only reacting to the mean person that promised me my staff next day. One more day and then... Yeah, you're right. Oh, man. By the way, now that you mention it, Bernardo, I got some bad news. I got some bad news. And it's not coming from me, Bernardo. This is outside of my control. It's totally outside of my control. Are you ready for it? I think you already know what it is. Your staff is made and it's in the mail, but they lost it. They lost it. So you're gonna have to file a complaint. You're gonna have to file a complaint, Bernardo. They lost it, you know? What was I to do, Bernardo? What was I to do? Why don't I remember doing any of this? Like, I'm looking at this, I'm like, oh, I do remember doing this. Dummy spell effects JSON. Let's go into shapes. I think I need to finally create a new shape. Cat, you are not getting in my lap. Nope. Start using your claws. We're gonna have a different conversation, Cat. Copy paste. So I'm gonna name this dummy entity for spell particles. Copy. Paste, copy, paste. Comment out. Copy. Shapes, entities. There we go. Now let's open that up. File. Oh, there it is. Shapes, entities, there, boom. We're gonna delete this, like all of it. Gone, gone, gone. There we go, we just have this. We're gonna create a new cube. This is gonna be 16 by 16. Whoops. There, that's going to be pretty good. Let's go to the face. Image. We have to disable everything except for up. The one plane right there. Perfect. Eight by 8. Go. Save. Now I'm gonna call this magic array 1. Save that. Come on in here. So instead of null, this will be called magic array 1. Let's pull up the keyframes. Jesus Christ. That's not what we want. Hold on, my cat wants out. Hey, Bingley. Cat wanted out. Vintage Staff of Doom. I kind of like that idea, actually, having something like that. Oh yeah, creating new world with testing mod. Though is needed to have class exclusive recipes, or can you let it off? You can enable that if you want. It no longer affects my mod. So I say have at it. Have fun with it. There we go. That's better. No, I fixed all of that now. Before, if you disabled the class exclusive recipes to enable anyone to create anything, people could just make my magic mod items just in their personal inventory, even if they were not a caster. I fixed that. So, dealer's choice. Do 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 do. You know, I'm going to leave that there. I want to make sure that actually works the way I think it does. All right, we're going to build, if I go back in here, copy and paste, let's do default. To default, let's do color red. This was magic array 1. Then leaving on then. Alrighto. Yeah, you can leave it on. I know it seems like a lot of server owners disable that, right? To where like anyone could create anything. And I guess it makes sense, right? The sewing kits, you know, it would be nice to not have to have someone be a tailor to be able to get something basic like that. There we go. It's not animating. All right, so the next step is to actually play the animation. I want this thing to spin. Let's go to where am I already doing the animations? I believe in here. This is not where it is. That's the renderer. This is the duplication array. All right, where else am I doing specific animations? I thought that was it. It may not be it. Shoot. I gotta think. Where else am I doing these kind of things? Nothing there. Not for the pets. Block entity utility stabilizer. No. None of those blocks should have animations. Rip blooms do not have animations. Shit, where am I doing this? Oh, the ancient. Here we go. This is where it was. This is what I was looking for. I'm pretty much going to copy this whole block out. And we are going to go back into this right here. We're going to go right into on-game tick. And I'm going to say if this dot animation manager does not equal null, right? So you have an animation manager. I'm going to leave this part in because I should be able to kind of drill down into this a little further. All right, so we're going to look at API world does not equal null. We want this animation manager here. Dot this animation manager dot shit. Active animations by animation code. So it was slightly different. Contains key spin. Oh, is that what I called it? Oh, let's take a look. Okay, good. I did call it spin. Okay. Like maybe I did. Then we're going to start the animation of spin, and we're going to just do the default here. Insufficient mana? F you. There we go. Now we got a spin going on. Okay. Okay. Well, I gotta say this. I want it to spin slower. I wanted to spin a little slower. I guess like that. But it should go away, and it's not. You know why? It's probably because this is still locked in. Let's get rid of that return. That's what it was. The return was not allowing it to go further in the code. It was just running animation spin. So it does it tries to look at your position. I don't think I want that. So there's something in here where I'm taking a look at your yawl. Let's turn this back into here. Gargerly, just code Black Ops Zombies into VS. Jesus Christ. Yeah, for single player though, multiplayer having class locked makes sense. Yeah, to promote people to play, playing together. I agree. I mean, that's the only way that I ever played it, honestly. It was more of a surprise to me when finding out, like, yeah, server owners just usually they usually turn that right off. I'm like, oh, really? I did not know that. So what I'm looking for right now is there's something in here that is locking this thing's yawl to my yawl. And I don't know where that is. Oh, right here. I bet it's right here. We'll just comment that out. Oh my god, this whole no mana thing. There we go. Now it doesn't matter which way I turn. Perfect. Okay, let's create a basic texture here just to see what this looks like. This may still be crappy and I just cut everything that I did out. You never know. Never know. Where the hell's all my stuff? Where is everything? Was it entities? Entities, familiars? No. Creatures, that's elementals. Humanoid spells? No. ZZZ2 sort? Nah, I don't think so. Items? Maybe it was items. Resource, tools. No, that's not it either. One of these has a bunch of stuff in it. Grimoire? No. Okay, maybe it wasn't items. It wasn't HUDs. Shit, was it blocks? Oh, I think it was blocks. Prism, this is it. So these are some of the original rings that I created. So let's copy this. Let's shut down the game because I can't do this. What language is this? C#? Yes, it is, Mute Macaroni. The code you're writing, sorry. Yeah, it's in C#. C# with some JSON splashed in there. So let's go into entities. Let's go into spells. And I will say this will be called Magic Array 1-1. We're going to copy that. Now we're going to go back into, not this, I could close that out, into here. We're going to navigate to entities / spell / and the magic array 1-, and I'm going to put a star there so I can have different arrays that maybe pop up randomly. And this is going to be called Magic Array 1. Let's open up the shape one more time. Null. Knew it. Knew I messed something up. There we go. Build. Well, that's the prob here. Game language is C#, but Vice writes in C++. Oof. Man, Bernardo with the jabs. What have I ever done to you besides just lead you on for the admin staff? Bernardo, you don't even play this game. Honestly, that kind of goes way over my head. Oh, that kind of thing. What we're working on is this. Did you like how there was some desync there? Insufficient mana. Are you kidding me? There we go. So now we got a rotating ring underneath. I think that looks cool. And it's like that. It's gonna be like that for all spells. That's pretty cool, right? Is there a funny staff? No, not really. there is not a funny staff. There are a lot of staffs though. A lot of staff models. Yeah, other than that, you are great. Thanks, Bernardo. I'll take it. Barely scratched the surface of Python. Oh, I got you. Yeah, Python's pretty popular. Oh, look at that. It's like stuck to. Oh shit! It's stuck to me right now because this is the particles. This is the particles. Oh no. Oh sugar, man. Ooh, ooh. Eek Myrmidurkle. Shit. Now I have to make different of these spell effects. I did not think this through, huh? I did not think this through at all. You know what? Let's go down the rabbit hole a little more, because the idea was let's look at one of our spells, Swiftness. Right, we'll look at Swiftness, and then we'll look at the AoE range, right? So the AoE range is basically 4 blocks. Technically, this needs to be 4.5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Yeah, this needs to be maybe 4.5 blocks, or maybe 3.5 blocks. Maybe I'll do 3.5. So we'll do this, right? I'm just gonna do it like this, and then we'll do plus 0.5F. Because you are in the center, and then it's going to be half a block away to build that block, and then from there I want to expand it another 4. Which means that let's create another magic array here. You know, before we do that, we're going to go to New, File, Open, and we'll open this. Perfect. All right, so we're going to create another one of these. We're going to duplicate it. Instead of Magic Array 2, this is going to be 4. And then this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not gonna like how this looks. Because if I do like 64, and then we put the origin of like 32, negative 32. This would be 96, right? Let me pull up a calculator. My brain is not working right now. We Miss Winter, hey! Oh, I'm missing some chat here. Even though I own and praise the game, I don't play it. I might give it a try with my staff, but without that, never. Yeah, that's it. Ever think about having some joke items like the staff of cloning, like an AM2? I like those ideas. Honestly, I would need ideas though. I am all about having like joke items. Absolutely. Let's do 64 by 64. 16 times 1, 2, 3. 3, that would be 7, so 112. Alright, so it'd be something like that. Then this position, so 112 divided by 2. So that should be 56. 56. Potentially. And then I have to offset it again by another bit there, so that would be 40. Or would it be, would it be 56 minus 8? Right, so that would be 48. So that should be 3 blocks out, 3 blocks out, and then this in the middle. And then I'm going to have to do the same thing, negative 48 here. This is going to be 112. We are going to bump this up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like that. So this would be the range of effect within the circle here. So I would have the circle there in the texture. Let's go into the texture. This is what I thought. This needs to be 16 by 16. File save. This is going to be Magic Array 4. Boop. Fireball that in. All right, we're going to have to reload. Oh wait, I never put the this thing in here. Let's copy Magic Array 4. Magic Array 4. All right, we're gonna have to shut down here. I gotta create a new item or a new texture file. Right here, copy paste. I'm not gonna make a pretty one. This is just like a proof of concept right now. You know what? If I am gonna do this though, let's get another one of these. Where is it? Where is it? Blocks. Those are shapes. Here we go. Blocks, textures. Okay, I think this. We will use this. Copy. Paste. Expand canvas size. Save. Okay, I think we got it. Let's open up the game again. Yeah, but Mutant Macaroni, if I had the ideas, I just don't know what kind of joke items were in some of those mods. I wouldn't mind putting in joke items though. While I'm playing right now with testing mod, just try not to do it on a multiplayer server right now. There were a lot of gremlins in the mod. Not so much anymore. All right. See, so that's going to be the big ring there. So that is technically the area of effect of this buff. I think that looks pretty cool. Like I can put some stuff like on the inside, but that's a pretty good visual when you start casting a buff, what your sphere of influence actually is. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It's not glitching through the ground. And what I can do when you're casting the spell is within this area, I can have particles shooting up off the ground as well. I don't know, that's dare I say that's looking pretty darn good. I love joke items, they add charm. Yeah, they do. I agree. Patrick Sashbringer. I'll have E to pitch some ideas. I'll have to pitch some ideas. Yeah. It's pretty good for like a buff. Now what I have to do is I need to make different versions of this entity that will have different textures on it, right? Ooh. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. I almost just said it. It's gonna be a pain in the butt to do this, but you know what? I'm thinking it'll be all right. Let's do this. Oh man, how many times am I gonna have to? Ooh, let me think about all the spells that use this. Ooh, this is gonna be harsh. This is gonna be a pretty big change. For now, should I even put this in, or is it better to just not do this? Maybe it would be better to just not do this. And I don't like how fast that ring is. Hold on. Maybe I'll like it more if I have the animation speed a little slower. Oh, you know what? The animation speed's gonna have to be different. Oh, I'm gonna have to have different animation speeds too. All right, let's try that. Let's try that. So we are going to go to keyframes. So we have spin. I'll call this spin 1. And then let's go into here. We're going to do file save. And then I'll do a file new, because I'm going to manually edit this now. So for animations, believe I could just do this, comma, and this will be spin 4, which does the same thing. So we'll fireball that in. File, open. All right, so there's the spin, the spin. Okay, perfect. Now what I can do, now that there are 2 different spins, we'll minimize this. Staff of Sorrow, no description, tier 3 item, summons a friendly depressed drifter near your location. Oh, you could do a mean joke item. That's just an item that says it's for god tier weapon, but it's just a stick with super knockback. I could do that. You guys need to pitch this stuff in the Discord, because when I stop streaming, all this stuff just... The way to get me to do things is to get other people on board. That's the way it works. It's just a super awesome stick. But I do have the ability to veto anything. because you guys don't get the hate, right? You don't get the hate messages where people are like, why did you do this? It ruined my experience. I'm gonna uninstall your mod. You know how many times I get that and I'm like, well, fucking do it. You know, like, go ahead, uninstall it. I don't care. Like you made a fatal mistake thinking that it's hurting my feelings that you're not going to play with my mod. Hey, yeah. Some people have some issues when you put yourself out there. Those people, they do come to the surface sometimes. You gotta have a thick skin and the ability to block people if need be. Is it just me, or does the big one spin too fast? Well, yeah, that's what I was just working on, right? So now there are different profiles. So the smaller one, that's a pretty good spin ratio there. But for the bigger one, so again, right, this is going to be spin 1, right there. Copy. And then this will be spin 2. All right, so now let's reload this. Dun, 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 dun. Now it's not doing anything. All right. Is it still because it's seeing regular spin? Maybe it's still seeing regular spin instead of spin 2. Let me look at this here. Magic Array. You should have a mod suggestions area in Discord. What do you mean, mod suggestion? Well, would comment as that as tough shit and don't care. Sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta do that. Okay, so this should be array 4. Okay, so it did mess some things up here. So let's reload that. So that should work. And then spin 1. Looks like we are in origin. I think what I need to do is create different profiles here, so it's not origin 1 that's spinning. There we go. So that is fixed again. Oh, little baby rabbit. Little baby rabbit. Do 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 do. You mean text channel for that? Well, I mean, what would you mean by like by mod suggestion, as in like suggesting mods to put on the community server? Or are you talking about just people suggesting things in you know, like new things for this magic mod? Because there is one of those, but it's for supporters only. It's the alpha, the Rustbound Magic - alpha channel. Like and people can put suggestions in there, and some of the stuff has come about, you know, like that's Rift Bloom Tea is a perfect example. So we do have one. It's just not like a generalized public one. You mean text channel for that, which I can access? It's easy to become a supporter. All right, so I gotta create a new new profile here for spinning. Let's put on rotation at these 2 points here for spin 1. And then, yeah, then I believe all I have to do is this, then this. And then I can turn off the rotation on origin. That's what it is. That is what it is. We're going to save that. Yeah, this is looking a little better. We're going to have to manually change that again, but it's looking at Magic Array 1. So technically, I could just put in Magic Array 4. right there. This will be Magic Array 4. And reload. Bot going to end you in sleep. You keep saying that. You know you love it, Zet. You're like, oh, look at Bernardo bristling up. Don't you threaten my beloved Moosey. How dare you, sir? All right, so this should have separate animations for each thing. And this is called Magic Array 4. Magic Array 4. File new, file open. Pull it back up. So you got that little guy, and then you got this big one. Spin 1 is the little one. And spin 4, boop, it's the big one. Excellent. All right. Nope. Let's not save anything. We got to copy this and manually put this over here. Ease out. That looks good. Ease out, repeat. Ease out, repeat. Excellent. I think that is done. I'm going to come over here. So I called it spin 2. I think I have to do a shutdown. We have to do a rebuild now and then bring it back in. Bring it back up. Boom. Don't you threaten my beloved Moosey. Delicious. I think right now I could come out with another version here. So I'm still broadcasting light somewhere. You know what I think I'm doing? Let's pull up the item scroll, the item spell scroll. I thought it was in here. Oh, right there. It's right there. Let's get rid of that print statement because I see it keep popping up in the corner of my eye. There, that's better. The animations are not working anymore. Spin 1 and spin 4. What do I have on? Oh, spin 2. Oh my god. No wonder why. Spin 4, spin 4, spin 4. There we go. All right, so there's that. Let's do, let's make it slower. Let's make it a lot slower. I think I may actually need to reload each time I do this. Moosey is the best person in this channel. Ouch, Bernardo. Ouch. You know what? I think from the emotional trauma. Oh, that's way too slow now. That's way too slow. Because of that emotional trauma, I think I'm gonna have to push back that staff again. It's just I'm carrying too much pain and guilt right now. Too much baggage. My heart. I want it to be a little faster than that. A little faster. That's not bad. So it's fast enough because you're only be casting a spell for so long. That's pretty good. All right. Well, that is fantastic. So what I could do right now is I could comment out this code here. I can set these to just default blank, and then push out another update, another version of the alpha for people with all of the multiplayer server fixes. What we will do is just to make sure everything works. I'm going to go to build. There's swiftness 1, and I will do swift. Oh, you know what? I can't do that. I need to go through the spells here, all the buffs, and I need to take this part off right there. Gotta take that part off. There we go. Now we're gonna test. I'm gonna do a cake build. Let's go to the server in the cloud. We're gonna stop it. Go into mods. Delete. Wait for this to finish. There we go. Upload. Time of 5:55 p.m. Yep, it's the one. Let's pull out my USB drive. Pop it right there. Boop. Delete the old mod. There we go. Copy. Paste. I can't wait for Thanksgiving. I've been thinking about that like all weekend. I can't wait to cook. I'm gonna devour that bird. Boop. All right, so over here, I need to shut down the game, delete the old mod, copy the new one into the folder, restart the game. Over here, I just have to swap back to this profile and we can start. And the multiplayer server, let's get that back up and running. Start. So now we're testing. I just built it out, and we are testing this thing with the server in the data center. My PC here is going to be client-based, and the PC, the laptop that I have over here, is also client. And so far, it's looking pretty good. Server's up already. Looks like some of my modding stuff has been optimized a bit. So that is awesome. Takes very little time to start up a server when you have just my mod in it. I can't speak for anyone else's mod, but at least mine. All right, the Rusty Grimoire. Connect with both. So there's the other player and there's me connecting in. Hey! Okay. So that's me as well, right? What is this? Swiftness 1. So now you can come up to someone, cast the buff, right? So there it is. So I see my effective list there. I see the effective list on the other side. I do need to get rid of these for now. But it's good to see that animations are actually working. That's awesome. If I come over here, there was a problem before when someone logged out, it killed the buffs for everyone. We're going to do a reload. My buffs are still on. There's my run speed. And the other person came back on. Looks like their buff has been cleared. Perfect. Let's put on Soaring Leap. Right, so I'm the only one that got that buff. Yep, and I can jump up pretty high now. Boom, baby. That I love Soaring Leap. It's such a good buff. All right, so it looks like synchronization's pretty good. I see both of my buffs there. If I go back to Swiftness 1, put them like right at the edge. Let's see if that's enough to get the buff. Yep. You feel faster, so it refreshed correctly on here, and it moved it to the top, which is awesome. Let me see if this is far enough away. Yep, that can still affect that person, but if I go here, they were too far away, so only I got it. So that is pretty good, actually. That's pretty darn good. So what I need to do is actually come up with a decent like visual there, decent texture. I need to create two, possibly more than two kinds of spellcasting dummy entities. I'm gonna need one for the smaller one there. I need one for like the AoE, and then I need one that is just invisible, right? So the running buff of like particles. Came back with coffee. Having a hard time finding Rift Bloom. Yeah, you're gonna have a really hard time finding it because you can't find it out in the world. you need rifts for Rift Bloom, my friend. So this, let's find some flowers. Here we go, right over here. Spawn a bunch. Yep, there's your Rift Bloom right there. There's your child. Looks like that's running pretty well. Excellent. Makes sense, hence the name. Yep. You gotta read the oh wait, Zet, you may not be in the Discord there, right? Yeah, you're not in the alpha. But it works the same way. Works the same way. Boop boo doop boop boo. All right. So this is looking pretty good. The timers are still going. I want them to elapse because another thing is these need to be independent based on what the client says, right, for the list. So my stuff needs to expire on its own and not get hung up. This client also should expire on its time, which is a little different than the time I have. So I can't do anything right this second. We gotta kind of let time tick a little bit. But while we do, I need to. Oh, is that Rustbound Magic? Oh no, so you may be in there. I don't see you online right now. In that channel. I thought you were in there. Oh yeah, there you are. Oh, you know what it is? I just see a Z ... because I'm streaming. So streamer mode's enabled in my Discord. So I couldn't see you. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought you were online, but you know. Yeah, that's the one. I wouldn't bother testing multiplayer stuff with that version because I already know there's a lot of things wrong. But still have fun, right? Because I still need a lot of things, a lot of feedback. Feedback from like do the new spells feel good, right? Like the effects versus mana. Is it too easy to level up to become, the next version, right, to the next tier mage? Things like that. It's kind of funny how it tries to keep up. You could see in this version of the game the desync between the client and the server, which apparently in 1.20 should be fixed. So this will be a thing of the past, which is great. Dad, is that you? Father? Well, did my account always ghosting mode? Oh, you're always what, away? I'm always idle. I used to be always invisible, but I'm like, nah, I won't do that. For now, so I got a decision to make here. We'll see. Let me before I say I'm gonna make the decision, let me come into here. Shit. Poop. I think I have to create separate packets. I'm gonna have to create separate packets. I'm gonna have to create another kind of entity. I need to create 2 more dummy entities. One for area of effect, and one for just regular spell casting. Invisible, eh? Vice a stalker confirmed. Someone would be so lucky, Bernardo, to have me as a stalker. Someone would be so lucky. Boom. All right. Oh, I could test this. If I go into this, so I'm under the effect of rust sickness. The other screen is perfectly fine. Let's back up. So that's what a debuff looks like. So it's registering everything fine there, right? All right. So now let's kind of back up. There we go. So now I'm under the effects of rust sickness here. You can see my character over there looking around. And that's looking pretty good. It's not affecting the other client at all. 2, 1, 0. There it goes. Hey, looks like we have an elemental in the sky. Where was it? Right over there. Wind elemental. Nice. Oh, wait, I was going to say, we both have magic unlocked, but we're both admin mode. That thing would be shooting the arrow blasts at us. Because it's a jerk. It's so mean. I love Soaring Leap. I love that as a buff. For the alpha, I need to know what the fate of Eldratham is. I need to know that. I still haven't decided anything. I don't know if it should be a metal. I don't know if I should just get rid of it altogether. No idea. No idea. Because I need to be able to make lanterns right now. Like, you can't make lanterns. You have to admin them in. Soaring Lip. That's it. Exactly, Bernardo. That is exactly it. Hey, water elemental. I love seeing them just like lumber around in the air. Yeah, seeing drones, just stay away. First time encounter them, just attack me without flight. Back, just collect rocks and kill it by throwing it. Yeah, they're not that hard to take down. The fun things to take down are going to be like the sentinels and the other bigger monsters that I made. Those are going to be fun when I actually give them brains. Like fighting one of these bad boys. Yeah, that's going to be fun. Oh, hey, your speed fades. Perfect. It looks like it did properly remove the buff. Yeah, it removed like everything there. That's awesome. We still got a little bit of time here. Hey, we got a bunch of little elementals out. Oh, it's because I opened all of those rifts over there, or wherever. It had to be somewhere over there, because that's where they're coming from. Those rifts are probably still open. 5, 4, 3. See, there were about 3 seconds left. That's what I was talking about with the desync. So there is going to be like the effects list there. It's going to be an estimation based on what the server has been keeping count of in its ticks and what your client has been keeping count of. Now in 1.20, I'm hoping the client synchronization that they have going on, the client server synchronization, will fix these little problems. But for now, it's an estimation, and there's nothing I can do. I'm not going to send packets to like refresh. That's going to put a lot of stress on a server. So, but at least you have an idea of how long these things last. Oop. 10, 9, 8. And the fact that the longer the buff lasts, the more desync there may be, right? So there was about 3 seconds on that one, right? Which, honestly, for a 10-minute buff, that's not bad. It's not bad. Oh, and I gotta do something with this equipment, too. Increasing spell duration, increasing attack damage. No stability loss while meditating, that's fun. Oh, found traitor. A traitor! Cool. It did indeed remove my buff. Now I could just cast this again. Boom. And we both have swiftness again. So that is, that's pretty good. Magic Trader exists? Nope. Magic Traders do not exist right now. It is, like, deep in the list, but I figure magic was more important than a Magic Trader. I would like to have a Magic Trader, though. I think it would be kind of neat, but then I'd have to get into like world gen stuff. It's one of those things where like I would support it, but it's also something that like someone else could make a mod for, right? Like because it would be better with like better ruins. You know, like better ruins generates like a magic tower, and it puts a trader, right, a mage trader in there, right? Like an old retired archmage, right? Imagine that. Imagine that. Mark of the Zephyr's pretty cool. Here, let me make sure that there we go. I could see myself. Yep, and I'm floating in the sky. That's pretty awesome. So that is, for the most part, done. I do need to go through all of my buffs and remove the straight server-side call to them. So that's going to take a little time. I'll do that tonight. And then I need to... I need to create new packets, is what this is. I'm going to get started on that. Wait a minute. Okay, entity position. I have one for block position. Paste. So entity position, I will say casting, generic spell. And then I will say this is casting AoE spell 1 or 4. I'll put in 4. Casting AoE spell 4. Because that's the amount of blocks, right? From the center. Technically, no. It should be 3, right? Should it have a 4 block like circle like around you, or should it be 3 blocks? Which would be radius, not diameter, right? So from your point, 3 blocks in all directions to target people, or 4. Maybe 4. I'll keep it 4. I guess I'll keep it 4. Or should I make it 3? I don't know. Feedback time. Should it be 3 blocks or 4 blocks? Do. I don't know. I think I've made a lot of progress on this. I think it is time to it is time to find someone else. Find someone else. I'm getting hungry. I want to go out, talk with some people. Who is playing Vintage Story? Maybe later tonight, if I feel like I have some extra energy, I'll do what I usually do. I'll hop into Discord for a bit. I may just put on something from like Star Talk and just keep plugging away at this. Who do we have? So much to do with such little time. There's me. Ha. Survival mode. Thriving or barely surviving. And then we have Vintage Story Day Chill. I don't know who to pick. Any suggestions out there? Who should we raid? I guess while I wait for maybe someone to chime in there, we made a lot of progress. The next things I'm going to work on tonight are going to be the different, which is why I made these two things here. We're going to create two other entities, and I think I'm going to create them a different way. Normally, I would just kind of create like expand from this. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to create another JSON, and I'm going to have that JSON's going to have a variant, two variants, and I may call it something different, like casting only, or I'll find something. I'll find something. Let's see, what's this person doing? No. What's this person? They're actually clay forming. You know what? We're going to raid this person. I guess Raven Hillbrook INC seems cool. He streams Tactical Breaches Wizard. Is he streaming Vintage Story right now? Was he one of those? I don't see him doing Vintage Story. We'll just raid this other person. Nah, though, I can ask him to play it. Nah, it's fine. I wanna stretch my legs. My butt's starting to fall asleep. This chair is horrible. Don't listen to anything it says when I accidentally do a chair stream. Don't listen to it. It gets taken care of very, very well. All right, so we will raid this dude. Exclamation raid. Let's copy my raid message. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. A lot of progress. The multiplayer server stuff looking good. We're gonna have the spell ring in the next one too. I could polish that out tonight easily. And if that's the case, version 18 of the alpha mod will be available once this is done. It's gonna have a bunch of fixes in it. From there, I ask people, like, for the feedback. What I'm looking for now is, how do spells feel? How easy is it to level up, to gain magic experience? How easy is it to gain more maximum mana? You know what I mean? Like, it's things like that. Like what the obelisk. Like, I got no feedback on essence generation. You know, so how does it feel, right? Like, I got a little feedback today about how the obelisk may need to get a boost, right? May need to get a boost. So that's the kind of stuff that would really help with the feedback for those of you who are playing the alpha. All right, everyone, thank you so much. I will talk to you all later. Have a wonderful evening. Bye, everyone. Adios. See you later. Bye. Bye-bye.